So they opened the gates early at Flemington today because of the severe heat and that northerly wind. The Newmarket Handicap Race 5 comes up oh so early in the program. They've already had one race we'll show you very shortly. It's not dampening the enthusiasm. It's been 150 runnings of the Newmarket Handicap. They call it the Melbourne Cup of Sprinting. You can see that the current temperature of 31, it was a good decision by Racing Victoria and the Victoria Racing Club to go early today. We'll go to Flemington in just a moment. I'm up at Royal Racing and also Emma. You've made the quick trip down from Melbourne this morning.
Yeah, it was very warm when I left this morning, Bruce. So, yes, they have made the right decision, but it is certainly very, very hot racing. 3 Group 1s across the screens of 7. The great thing about today is we're going to find out a lot about these 2-year-olds as well up here in Sydney. I think that's probably the most fascinating part of my day, is to have a look at these horses in the yard and see where they're going to get to, because the big one is the Golden Slipper in a couple of weeks.
There's a couple of trainers who have got massive opportunities today, no more so than Joe Pride, because we see the return of Think About It, of course, the Everest winner, and hearing from him during the week, Bruce. They have earmarked the 9th of March in their calendars for a long, long time, and they're hoping that they can have a fill-up today with some of their stars of the stable.
D-Day arrives, eh? Joe Pride, what a team. Let's go to Flemington. Richo, I was staying with you until the Blues kicked that goal very late last night. I'm not sure I could suffer it all day.
Well, you've touched on 150 years of history and tradition with the Newmarket Handicap. What a race, and an opportunity for Imperatriz to say, guess what? I am a champion. I am a champion. I can carry 58, give weight to the rest, and beat them in the Newmarket today. The sires for the 2-year-olds, the Cuny, the Sharp, small field today, the Matron, and also the Australian Cup Prelude. It's going to be superb racing today at Flemington. And an extra element will be the trophy to the winning rider in the Newmarket, in honour of a young man who won the race last year and then lost his life in a tragic race fall. We think of Dean's family and his loved ones today when he'll be honoured with the Dean Holland Trophy. My star goes on Damien Lane. I thought between Damien Lane and Jamie Carr it was going to be a fascinating battle. I thought Amenable at Eternal Flame and Young Verda, you can give them a big tick for Frosty. That seems an omen tip for a 39-degree day. Jamie Carr, though, great book of rides. I'm expecting Traffic Warden and Unusual Culture to be hard to beat.
Good on you, Richo. Thank you for that. Let's go to Matt Hill, the ace caller, for his look at Newmarket Day.
Cometh the hour, cometh the legend.
Bruce, thank you very much, and good morning from Flemington on Super Saturday. It's going to be an absolute stinker on the track. Called Newmarket to handicaps. It's always a challenge for a race caller, particularly the big fields. We've seen them over the last few years with Rockin' Horse a couple of years ago when they split, and Rockin' Horse at big odds for Paddy Maloney came up the inside running rail. I don't know if they're going to split today. A couple of races last week they tried to split in the English Sprint, etc. But I reckon they're going to huddle up the middle this afternoon, and I think Imperatriz will just get the right run behind them. Sharippa will probably lead the race, the South Australian visitor, and I think Imperatriz, even though she has to basically carry a bigger weight than what Black Caviar carried when winning the Newmarket Handicap, I think she'll do it. I think against this opposition, Imperatriz will prove that she's one of the best sprinters with 5 or 6 years. Can't wait for it on the screens of 7. A big Super Saturday, a hot Super Saturday from Melbourne.
Because this is a massive opportunity, but it's a big time for him, isn't it?
He went to bed last night not thinking he was riding in secret, so I spent 25 minutes with him in the room after he'd been assigned the ride, and we've gone through her replays. Dean Holland's got to back himself. He's got to follow the ones he thinks are travelling well enough.
250 metres to go from Front Page Private Eye. Then I Wish I Win the outside. In Secret the leader. 100 metres to go. Lofty Strike is flashing down the outside, but it's the filly In Secret. It is a lucky pickup ride for Dean Holland.
He's seen like her replays just in the last few hours. He's just been thinking about the race, and it's amazing he can get on and with his boys and his state, you know, with such a perfect ride. That's a great credit to Dean.
You were next door to us, cleaning saddles and going through the motions for about the last hour and a half. You looked like a bloke that was facing his destiny, and you looked it right in the eye, eh?
Yeah. Absolutely. It's unfortunate what happened to the other jockeys, and my thought goes out to them. The last thing I want to do is yahoo too much about me winning the race when Jamie should have been on to start. But look, it's an emotional win for myself as well. I haven't had a Group 1 winner since 2009, and it's not even a Group 1 anymore back in South Australia. So the last 3 years I've had 4 babies. Me and my partner have had 4 babies. I'm coaching James Winks, and I just feel like my career's starting to head in the right direction now, and all you need is a bit of luck like this sometimes.
It's the biggest race on the South Australian calendar.
Aurora Symphony, a rebel racer. What a thrilling contest.
The Adelaide Cup, live on racing.com.
Deshaun Sweet Jr. hit the front. Amy Cars to save her.
The Adelaide Cup, Monday, live on racing.com.
Frost revved up coming down the outside. He gives the favourite some rain now, Storm Boy, but you can see what all the fuss is about. The multi-million-dollar colt Storm Boy wins at a cakewalk. Tropical Squall's kicking hard. Steffi's in for the fight. Tropical Squall and neck in front to Steffi Magnetica. Tropical Squall clings on. Tropical Squall and Adam Hieronymus combine for another Group 1 success. It's Think It Over, a length to Lindemann. Fangirl is closing in. It's Think It Over, a length and a half to Fangirl. Think It Over's kicking hard. Think It Over wants it. Fangirl can't get there. And the King of Kembla, Think It Over, was able to beat Fangirl.
So the front runner now, V8, claims Hey Fat Cat, but Southport Tycoon looks the danger. V8 about a neck in front. Southport Tycoon moves up boldly. Southport Tycoon takes the lead, draws a neck, draws 3/4 of a length in front and won the Australian Guineas.
So that was last week. 39 down, 35 to go, Lizzie. Here's the leaderboard in the Group 1 stakes.
Yes, and you can see the highlighted horses. Imperatriz, well, she's on 4. She could go to 5 today and be the top with the horses. James McDonald, he's got some great rides in 2 Group 1s, and Tris Roller also has got a chance to etch that lead a little bit further away from Waterhouse and Box.
But they did close the gap, and so did Kiramar last week. They both got one, and they got a bit closer, Richo, as you would know. You watched all those closely. Tell us about our horses today, Richo. Who have you got your eye on at Flemington?
Well, they're all in the one race, Bruce, because that's the highlight race that is the Newmarket Handicap. Is she a champion? Well, I think she gets a chance to prove it today once and for all. Many are sitting on the edge. She gets a chance. She's up against Magic Time, who I think's an elite mare. She's first up. She's got to do a Red Kirk Warrior. And Buenos Noches, wouldn't he be worth some money as a future stallion if he can win the
wanted. Eagle Falls is joining in, and then came King Pulse, and further back was Headway, and then Dewporth and Aranos. Wanted kicking on strongly. Star Spangled Banner can't go on. Eagle Falls is coming home strongly now. It's Wanted being tackled by Eagle Falls. Wanted by 3/4, holding on from Eagle Falls. Wanted in front, and Wanted won the Newmarket. Eagle Falls second. Star Spangled Banner for third ahead of King Pulse. Headway not too far away. Shell Scraper's plotting a course virtually up the middle of the course on its lonesome. Back behind them is Light Fantastic, and they're being followed by Aranos, 5-car stud. Well back in the field is All Silent. He's back towards the tail, and Grand Sasso is pulled to the outside. Cannonball was back there last. 300 metres to go. Star Spangled Banner raced up to Wanted. Eagle Falls is joining in, and then came King Pulse, and further back was Headway, and then Dewporth and Aranos. Wanted kicking on strongly. Star Spangled Banner can't go on. Eagle Falls is coming home strongly now. It's Wanted being tackled by Eagle Falls. Wanted by 3/4, holding on from Eagle Falls. Wanted in front, and Wanted won the Newmarket. Eagle Falls second. Star Spangled Banner for third ahead of King Pulse.